Your name and from where you are?
Sure, my name is Mitesh Kapadia. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay, we wanted to know that you had Dr. Saab lecture all these 3-4 days here in the camp. So what is one thing you would like to adopt in your life, and also you will spread it out in the community so that they'll be helpful to them in their life, and that will be your something like Guru Dakshina from this camp to Dr. Saab.
So one thing I just remember now is we had sat on the second or third day of our sadhana. We had sat outside on the river, or near the river, and Dr. Saab gave a good discourse or a good explanation of why writing a diary or keeping a journal is very important. And that actually was something I felt like it just was directly at me.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I've had this practice before. I gave it up, and I want to revisit it with some of the tips that he gave, and also to just be an example. That's one thing that I've really saw Dr. Pandya do. That whatever he teaches, he's an example for it himself. And so the best Guru Dakshina I can give is be an example for the people around me, and kind of model what the way that he lives his life.
Excellent. And the other question I wanted to ask you that, what is your experience about this camp, the most exciting experience about this camp?
Well, there's plenty. I guess just the simple things of just driving people back and forth from different locations. You get to connect with more people in a small space. Like I'll have conversations with folks as I'm driving.
Very good.
And it's just a good way to meet a lot of people and to see that so many people are doing a lot of good and with a lot of passion for the Gayatri Pariwar, as well as trying to refine themselves in their own lives and passing it on to their children. I see a lot of folks come here with young children and really wanting to have those values instilled in their next generation.
All right, thank you, Mitesh.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Not too bad. 30 seconds.
Yeah, please tell your name and from where you are.
Hi, my name is Tesh Parekh, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Very good. And can you tell me about one thing which you learned from here and try to adopt in your life, and also you will propagate it to the community, and that will be something Guru Dakshina for Dr. Saab, because you spend so many days in this camp with Dr. Saab. So we just would like to know your experience and what one thing you will take home from here.
Well, it's not one thing, it's 3 things. They're simple. As soon as you get up in the morning, Ushapan, drink the water without brushing, because the bacteria in your mouth that's been collected is actually good for your health. And then right after that, Atma Bodh Sadhana, and before you go to sleep, Tattva Bodh Sadhana. Every day is a new birth, and every day, at night you die again, and then you'll be reborn the next day.
Most exciting thing about this camp?
The most exciting thing about this camp that I found was its proximity to nature, and how at night you could see all the stars, how at the riverfront during the recreation time, everybody was close to nature, and the nature talks that we had. I think that was the most phenomenal part of this camp.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Thank you. Can you tell your name and from where you are?
My name is Parth, and I'm from Bedford, Virginia.
Very good. So can you tell me about one thing you can take home from here and adopt in your life? And that will be something, a Guru Dakshina for Dr. Saab, because you spend so many days with him in this very important camp.
Well, 2 things I learned in this camp, like one of them, like discipline, and like the other one was like how to be happy, like from inside.
So most exciting thing about this camp?
Meet new people.
Very good, excellent.
Hi, if you would please tell our audience your name and what place you are from.
Hi, my name is Mihir Modi.
Mihir?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Nice to meet you, Mihir. Mihir, the one question I have for you is, what is one thing which you would say is the most memorable experience you had at this camp at Morange, Texas? If you would like to share.
The most memorable, I can't specify it into one memory, but I can just say the most memorable experiences were spending time with Dr. Saab, and just like the little things he would say, like just the things whenever we would ask questions, he would say, "Ha beta bolo." So like just things like that would make you feel as if he's just showering you with so much love. And
Great.
those are some of the memories that I had.
Great. And Mihir, if I had to say, if there's one thing that you learned at this camp that you'd like to go back and implement back home and spread in the community, what would you say that one learning would be?
Well, we just had a lecture today on how to be a good sadhak and in the upcoming time, as we're all youth right now. And one thing that I would say I learned is to not judge others. So always keep on watching myself. Even if you start improving a little and you see a lot of improvement in you, don't stop don't stop improving. Just to keep on looking at yourself and to not worry about what other people think about you or what other people are doing. Constantly monitor yourself.
That is awesome. Thank you so much, Mihir. Thank you. Thank you for your thoughts. Up next, we have a young gentleman. Please, can you share your name and the city you're from with the audience?
My name is Abhinav Srivastava, and I'm from Houston, Texas.
Great. And Abhinav, what is one learning that you would say was really exciting or really, eye-opening for you at the camp?
One learning was, the different techniques he showed us how to focus our mind, like Tratak Sadhana, Darpan Sadhana. All of those things enhance our brain. And you know how we only use 13% of our brain, right? So all of those things make our brain expand. And so that's a huge thing.
Great, great. And Abhinav, can you please share what is one thing you would that you have learned here, go back home and implement it?
The one thing is self-discipline. After coming here, I've realized how important self-discipline is in a person's life. So when I go back home, I'm going to do all those things, Atma Bodh, Tattva Bodh. I'm going to wake up early in the morning, and I'm going to do all of those sadhanas because I know that I'll improve myself. And once I improve myself, I'll start to assist other people and improve them as well.
Great, great, awesome. Thank you for your thoughts, Abhinav. Hi, can you please share your name and the place you're from with our audience?
My name's Tejal. I'm from Hamilton, Ontario.
Great, great. Tejal, what is one learning that you would say would be the most memorable thing from the camp here in Morange, Texas?
I think the biggest lesson that I want to take home from here is that you should strive for perfection in everything you do, whether it's like cooking or an assignment. And while you're striving for striving for perfection,
okay.
You don't want to get attached to the outcomes. You don't want to worry about, okay, will I pass, will I fail? Just enjoy that journey, and that will really help you become a successful person.
Great, great. And is there some learning that you would like to share with your friends, maybe improve their lives as well?
To learn from nature. You learn a lot of things from nature. Nature is really beautiful, and just sitting by the river, watching the birds, you can learn so much from how they take care of their family and how they go about doing their work and their disciplines, and it's really amazing.
Great. Thank you, Tejal, for sharing your thoughts. Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Can you please share with the audience your name and what city you are from?
I'm Sonam Dilwali, and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts.
Great, Sonam. Sonam, can you please share with our audience one experience that was really exciting or really eye-opening for you here at the camp?
Yeah, there was one sadhana that we did, the Darpan sadhana, which was actually really interesting and really made me think about more deeply than just a superficial person. Because in that we reflect on ourselves in a mirror, which you would think is very superficial, but the point of it is really to think about how you can improve yourself from the inside and try to overcome the superficial look that you see in the mirror.
Great, great. And if I had to say what is one thing that you have learned here you would go back home and implement and try to bring a change in your life, what would you say that would be?
I think I would definitely try to gain a more positive attitude and try to really, the purpose of this camp was to awaken the inner energy, and I want to do that to some extent with incorporating those sadhanas such as the Darpan sadhana into my daily routine or even weekly routine, whatever I might schedule accommodates. And I think also to get the message to other people. I think it's really important because the only way we can change the world is to not only change ourselves, but also all these people like Dr. Saab does, to really go out and talk to other people about the same things that we've learned.
Thank you for sharing. That was really, really great thought on, awakening your inner energy. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. Would you please share with our audience your name and what place you're from?
Yeah, sure. My name is Hinal Gohil, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Great, great. Hinal, can you please share what was one very, a deeper experience for you at the camp which you learned here, which you would say, oh wow, that was something really neat that I learned here?
Yeah. Well, definitely all the sadhanas that we have learned in the 3 days period, truly enlightening. I mean, I've attended several camps before, and we've never done something of this sort before, and this was a truly life-changing experience for me to learn that they are not associated with just religious bases. They're very spiritual, therefore your inner enlightenment, so to bring out superficial energy within you. I would say one of the lectures that we heard, the Guru Vani from Gurudev, about self-refinement and self-introspection. which requires to just take one mistake in your life and work on it rather than having to put your hands in every other thing available and trying to correct everything, rather than just focus on one thing and channelize your energy towards one thing.
Oh, great. That's beautiful thought, Hital.
Yep.
And then Hital, another question I had is, what is one thing you want to go back home and implement in your everyday life to improve yourself?
To improve myself, definitely, I mean, to incorporate most of the sadhanas. I will, as time permits, I will try to do all the sadhanas as possible. And another thing would be diary writing. I left that in between, but now that after coming here and having heard from Dr. Saib how important it is to write down as to what you feel and what your thoughts are on a day-to-day basis, just in years just down the road, when you need to know how good of a person you have become, or to self-assure yourself, you can always go back and look at it and appreciate. Yep.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Hital. Thank you for your thoughts.
Thanks.
Thank you.
No problem.
Please come in.
Hi.
Can you please introduce your come on in, Devin, don't be afraid of me.
I'm not.
Can you please share your name and the place you're from?
My name is Devin.
Okay.
I'm from Village, California.
Oh, great, great. So what is one thing you have learned in this camp that was really eye-opening for you, Devin?
Self-discipline.
Self-discipline, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And then if you had to say one thing that you learned here as a lot of tools to improve yourself, what is one thing you would go back home and incorporate it in your everyday life, Devin?
Always staying positive.
Okay.
And don't have too much egoism.
Oh, great. Short and simple. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.